Hello everyone, it's Rachel from Great Minds Ink Alike. Today's card is a sunflower card. We'll be using the Sunflower 3D embossing folder, and I want to show you how to get the darker colors on the petals of the sunflower. This card will go together in 5 minutes or less. We'll start with some crumb cake. I just folded my card base in half. I made a mat with early espresso that is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2, and then I've gone ahead and embossed, but this crumb cake piece is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. What you do need to do is think about what sunflower you want as your focal point as you're getting ready to emboss. So just slide it around and decide where you want to position that cardstock before you send it through. This one that I'm doing now is just a little bit different placement than the one I had as my sample. But let's show you, I want to show you how you do that darker edge on the petals. I just took my VersaMark pad and I just ran it over the top. You could tap it if you want to. VersaMark is like a watermark, and it's just going to be color on color, tone on tone. So depending on how much contrast you want determines how much VersaMark you rub. I am going to have my strip through the middle, so I'm really going to focus on this part, which I think is what people will see on the card mostly. Maybe just a touch down in the corner. I don't want it to be dark. If I wanted it darker, I would go with my early espresso pad maybe, but I just want there just to be a little interest, a little contrast. So this card was the most popular card at my Stamp-A-Stack. Usually when I do a Stamp-A-Stack, I ask people, we do 4 different cards. I ask people what their favorites are. I just like to know what people enjoyed making or what people will think they're going to use first. And usually the answers are all over the place. But for this time, this one was a strong, strong favorite. So I know this card was popular with everyone, I think partly because people enjoyed the little technique of adding the VersaMark, and it just went together quickly. And that's a nice thing. Sometimes our cards don't need to be elaborate to be really striking. So I've got those pieces together. I'm ready for my banner. I used this from Stylish Shapes, and I'm going to use the It's Your Day from Coneflower Celebrations. This is Coneflower Celebrations. On my sample card, I did You're Pretty Wonderful from Mixed Labels. So you just kind of want an image that pretty good size that will fill in that banner. I'm using Early Espresso ink, and then I will add a little baker's twine for interest. So I will use some dimensionals across the back, and my favorite way to put this baker's twine that I'll be winding back and forth, my favorite way to do that is to put my dimensionals in the center of the banner and then lay my baker's twine on top of that. So I'll just wind it back and forth a few times. I like the end going out one way and going out the other way. And then just take that and just lay that across those dimensionals. Looks like I did one more loop than I did on my first card. And then you can turn it over and see if that's the way you want it. I want mine a little bit more angled so I can pull it up and reposition as needed. There, that's going to be better. Yeah, that's more of what I like. So between the dimensionals and the dimensionals on the end, I know this isn't going anywhere, and I'll just put it across my little strip of cardstock. And my card is ready to go. So if you enjoyed this, please give me a follow. I am going to be posting more 5-minute cards. I just find that that is what I'm enjoying making right now, and I know a lot of my customers enjoy that too. So give me a like or a follow, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.